October 15, 2022. 2022 Denver first women candidates are all outdated. Verified 2023. So when you look at Lisa Calderon, right? She comes out. She plans to file her paperwork 3 days ago. Her main goal was to see a woman of color elected as Denver's next mayor. That's it. Not the main goal to end record 25-year high murders, record high home invasions, out of control homelessness by people being from the border and being flown in from other cities. Not flown in, bussed in the dead of night, wondering where all these people are coming from. Getting worse and worse and worse. And and you think about Lisa and her reversed racism, the woman of color. What does that mean? Denver's mayor election is based off merits and ability, not the color of your skin, young lady. You heard me? So you're just manipulating shit that don't work in the true essence of digital indexing, and we don't even think racism. I don't even know why you're still talking about it. I'm 62 years old and you're still talking about it. Where I go, nobody talks about it. But see, this is what Lisa. Let's look at all the women in color, okay? Pretend like we can all see. You take a look at Debbie Ortega. She's the next one on the block, right? There she is. Wow, 28 years. See that? 28 years. 3 pensions. Sits on other various boards, I'm told, and collecting more money. But now, after 28 years, she finally gonna do what? What is she gonna do any different? Debbie, tell me, what are you gonna do any different? That everybody else is talking about doing the same thing except me, because I've already done it. 28-year-olds, 48-year-olds, and 18-year-olds. 18, 28, 38, 48. Because the people that are 48 were 38 in 2011. And nothing's changed. It's gotten worse. And now we have Lisa Calderon, who's the head of all these different nonpartisan joke squads. You heard me, Lisa? Come on, man. Then you did a poll, and you got Denver right, which is a Colorado Public Radio. See, these people have been getting away a long time, and now it's all indexed. And it's sad because I'm glad it's going to happen to you guys. I am so glad. Fuck. Couldn't happen to a worse group of people I have ever met in my entire life. And you're all going to try to conspire and figure out, and we've already got you all guys figured out. All types of people. And the closer we get to the elections, there's going to be some sophisticated hardware, software being implemented in the airwaves to monitor our election system. This is the digital dome I've been promising everyone. And because when you think about Debbie Ortega, she ain't going to do anything any different. Just try to look sweet and keep bullshitting and go on and tell everybody, oh, she's the first Latina, the first woman, Chiquita, let's get it con Cracolona. Fuck. Come on, folks. We need the adults in the room. I'm sorry, Debbie, but I can show a judge everything that you've done because we use your voice now. We do object-oriented programming with embedded voice prints, latent prints. So if you know any investigators, ask them what a latent print is. This is the same thing, but it's digital. You can't see it until I put the magic dust on it. And this is what every law enforcement we're going to teach in Colorado. And we're going to do it in the masses. And when they see what they're going to be able to do, they're not even going to worry about small fish. They're going to have so much time on their hands because I'm going to show them how they're going to set up their own servers at their own desks and have their own metaverse and control of everything that they do, everywhere they go, everyone they talk to. Because they're going to have full control of GPS, cell tower pings. And when they realize how to embed a voice latent print to lead you to where the voice is, remarkable. Isn't that badass, folks? Let's say the guy left his phone at home, right? Well, we do what's called crosstalk indexing. So if that person's somewhere in a room and they're talking, we'll find them. We'll find their voice. And then boom, everybody's whoa. Like all the rioters that are rioting, that do that, they have their cell phones on. They can do it now. There's measures they can do, but there's just not enough people to go after people. But everybody had insurance. Looked like nobody got killed. What do? You gotta bring in the people that want to live a killer life. Drink some killer beer. Smoke some killer weed. And I'm not talking about that weed that you're getting at the dispensaries. Some of that stuff's really whacked, man. They got some heavy distillates in it. They're trying to clean it up. But I prefer to grow my own, cultivate it, and work with other growers and launch other products and stuff to where we can create residual income for the profit companies that we make. We just invest our profits into the community. So we pay the taxes. We do everybody else do. We have to just pay our way. Whatever it is, here it is. But the money we make, that's the residual income that we can go and fix things that we need to get fixed. Because you drive around in some of these other cities, folks, especially down south of Denver, Greenwood Village, they got manicured streets like you wouldn't believe. 40 miles an hour. No accidents. Everybody's just driving, minding their own business. And you go into Denver and it's dirty, graffiti. That's because Greenwood Village, everyone knows. You go there and those police, they don't care. They are going to protect and serve their community, and their community has their back 100%. Same with Cherry Hill Village. People are like, oh, those guys are badass. I've talked to them. And they're on it. You looking to play around, do whoop-de-whoop. You're not going to do it in those two cities. Guaranteed. And they nip it before it even starts. That's why they live peaceful. You drive in their place, everything's cool. Everybody's happy. There's no one begging in their streets. And they pick those people up. No, get out. You want to go to jail? You know? Put some tent cities up and I guarantee you everything will change. The other tent cities, Joe Arpaio tent cities. You know, we get the Lisa Herods of the day have I can show a judge where everything that they've done based on everything that they've done, based on everything who they claim to be and what they are, for whatever idiosyncrasy they need to go and humble brag why they want to see a woman mayor, not because a woman mayor has any ideas, just because she's a woman mayor. And the fact that it has to be a woman of color, what does that mean? That's so insulting to me. Believe me, I'm West Nigerian. I'm Central American. I'm Iberian. I'm a Jew. I was adopted in a very strict Irish Roman Catholic Republican military family and adopted 7 children that no one wanted because we were sick. They were good white folk. They taught me how to be the Irishman I am today. I don't retreat. I don't care what you say to me. You spit in my face, do whatever. I don't retreat. I don't show anger unless I have to. Because the anger is the hard part that scares everyone. Why get there? I haven't done it this time. I ain't going to do it. But I can tell you right now that in order for Denver to go to the next level where we need to go in the metaverse, we got to get rid of the clownfish that aren't funny anymore. They've already been identified. And one of the biggest perpetrators, you see it highlighted right there, Wikipedia. And I promise Denver citizens this. When I'm mayor, I have so many applications that we can plug and play right now that'll create residual income that will enable everybody that are citizens of Denver keeping their sales taxes. You keep those receipts, you'll be able to write it off. Guaranteed. So you think about how much money everything's costing you and that sales tax that you're getting it. This wouldn't hold true to marijuana. That's a separate thing. Marijuana and alcohol, we can't do that. That's their dogs. That we can't commingle that money. But anything else that you pay, city sales tax. I've created a platform that's going to create residual income, folks. See, the way Denver is, we're not allowed to make money. The City and County of Denver, denvergov.org. We're going to abolish denvergov.org and we're going to start denver.gov. Now we're legal. Now we're going to be able to get the contracts and other, excuse me, grants and other awesome opportunities to be able to work with other people that will be able to give us what we need in order for us to be the most powerful city and county of Denver in the world. And we're going to start that by using cityandcountyofdenver.us. And cityandcountyofdenver.us, excuse me, my asthma. cityandcountyofdenver.us will be used as the portal because everybody that knows how to build websites and everything, you just need one entry point. And by us having the City and County of Denver.us, we represent the commercial end, the networking end, and the organization end. And in order, and then what we do is we are going to be able to work with every city across the world that is friendly with the Homeland Security because everything we do gets cleared through them. It's just the way it is. I don't care if we end up being a communist country, then I guess I'm a communist, and I will always do what my government tells me to do. It's the safest way. It's the only way. Don't ever lie to cops. Mind your own business. Don't try to force feed everybody your idiosyncrasies so that we like you more. We liked you more when you didn't tell us all the shit that's wrong with you or what you do or how you do it or anything. Some things are just better left in the closet. And just talk about funny and goofy things and leave everything else in the closet. Don't pollute the minds of others. Don't take your baggage and put it in their minds. And that's what I don't allow happen. I don't fight or anything that I don't know anything about. And that's what most people get in trouble. You don't win with anybody. So don't say anything, especially to cops. They're not your friend. No matter how nice they are, they're not your friend. They are there to represent the law. And so that's just the way that is. And I know some really decent law enforcement. I've met them over the years and teaching some really cool tactics, and I really look forward to teaching these gentlemen and women the new system, which is called the civilcitypatrol.com. We're going to digitalize every single home, every single property. And there's not anywhere we will be with. If you go to metahumanman.com, that's me, and we're working with some of the best drone operators in the world. We have access to any of them that we want. All we have to do is call them. But when they see, if we get an opportunity to show the citizens of Denver the new digital dome that we've created and introduce them to the wizardknowsalltellsall.com, googlecrystalball.com. We've also created other their assets, digital assets that you would find in one's metaverse. But in our world, our metaverse is the World Wide Web. We don't have a separate, we create metaverses. And this is what we're going to teach our children. And people from all over the world are going to come and listen to our professors that are going to come up with some type of course of how to do what I do in a simpler form. Because you can put me in a room with all these PhD guys and I could show them some stuff and watch them just listen. Then they take their notes down. And then we brainstorm. I'm like an oracle, folks. I don't know how to turn this off. I don't even know why I'm here. I'd rather just sing and go on with my life and just die at my old man age. I'm old, man. I only got like 3 more years to where I retire. You know? Because life's too short. I've been through it all. And now I gotta just hope I can make it through the golden years. Because I sure the heck don't want to be 100 years old, but I'll probably be 150. If I can look like I do now and be 150, wow, okay. But I have to completely change my diet. Completely. I never understood vegan. And it turns out that a lot of the things that, as a preemie baby, I should be eating a goat's, if I'm vegan, I don't know. I don't know what vegan means. I don't know. I just don't. I eat what I eat. You know, I got friends that are so overweight. They take so many drugs and they don't care. Because they're happy when they eat. And they don't care. If I go to hell because I overate, hey, I'm happy right now. I don't know what hell's like, but right now I'm happy. Everybody else wants to talk about my weight. You know, man, you go talk about my weight behind my back. Don't talk about it in front of me because I don't care. I ain't doing a thing. I'm living my life. I've been like this my whole life. And I watch everybody nitpick and eat. If I see a hamburger there, I'm eating it. All right, that's just the way it is. And they're happy. You know, and they get up every day out of their bed, the 300-pound, 320, I think. Gets up off the toilet every day. Believe me. You look at those linemen on NFL, getting in that 3.4 point, and those crotch positions for that long. Damn. You don't think a man that big could be that fast. But as you're talking about like a rhino or a freaking bull, you know, one of them African freaking bulls. Water buffaloes. Those things are beastly. It's like a buffalo. I know I'm getting off track here, but it's what I do, baby. Because I look at all the stuff in front of me, like look at the Denver right. What Denver voters want in a mayor, a woman. I don't get that. I can show you algorithms. Right now, they'll take anybody that can stop what's going on, and I've already created it, and everybody knows it. All the people that they're talking to, they've watered their voting people down to near nothing. And see, that's their plan. They thought they'd water it down. They're not thinking that the same people that have been voting for those same people, there ain't going to be no new ones. In fact, they're going to bail. Because they know now, 18, 28, 38, hopefully they're telling their mom and dads that are 48, excuse me, 48, 58, 68, 78, grandma, grandpa. So, as you look down at this, you got all kinds of weird, like 9 News and Emerge Colorado. The same information that Lisa Calderon came out and did a poll that they want a woman, a community, a homeless, the same shit she's been advocating for years, creating nonprofits in disguise of socialist democratic people, and creating it worse and worse, and it gets worse and it gets worse. And she trains women to be just like her, to take over these organizations, and they get paid, and that's how that washing machine effect works. But it don't work anymore. Right now, we're having them all come out of the closet, because when you see this much, Denver Right, DenverGov.org, Facebook, 9 News, it's good. Oh my God, you don't even know, and your IT people are outdated, so they don't know, and they get upset. But you can't go and be Emerge Colorado, right here. Where's that at? There's another one, right here. Bam. Denver Right, repeating the same thing. The working party. That's Calderon. Hello. Yeah, one of the mayoral candidates did a poll with all their friends, and they're saying that they need a woman mayor. God, Lisa, tell me you didn't do that. And then you got Denver Right, a known operative. It's already been verified, bleeding back to DeWilt. You heard me? You guys don't even know. You guys you have your voice prints over everything. You'd have to go and remove, and it's too late because it's already in the cloud, but you'd have to go remove every image, every video that you've ever done in your entire life for it not to be used for you or against you, or and not at all. And when it comes to Denver elections, it's now number one priority to restore the Spear Amendment. So when the new Denver city attorney who took over, Kristen Bronson, she was the Denver city attorney, and the deputy city attorney was Carrie Tipper. And now she got promoted. She's a Colorado rep or something. House District 28. So she doesn't even live in Denver. See, Denver's supposed to hire nothing but Denver citizens. Merit and ability, not the color of your skin, not who you're having sex with or who your relationship with or your lover or your partner or your his or her or that or those or all those words that are now meaningless. They're all been indexed. We're not going to let you come and spin your fucking mortal world bullshit in our digital world. And when I told people I was going to do this all the way through, and they seen what's coming, these are people that are, I'm going to be honest with you. The elders are watching. They're watching all these fools spinning their shit and watching their city beautiful and the mayor that they really loved. Robert W. Spear, he's watching this shit. Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I can do the things I can do? We're blessed. We're blessed, folks. But if you want to go down that fucking tyrant, psh, and when you knew you had a key that you could have opened up the skies, instead, you got evil eyes. Ooh, I don't think this is way too deep for anybody that's running Denver's government. I met them all. And I just look at them and like, what have you done in your life? What kind of meta tags? If I was going to build your website, what have you done in your life? Give me some pictures. Give me some videos. Give me something that you've done in your life. Oh, I just worked. I went camping a couple times. Did you open a bar? Did you travel? Were you a musician? Did you invent anything? No. And that's what we have for city council. You got some men like Paul Cashman. He's the biggest coward besides Charlie Brown I have ever met in my entire life. None of these people who are still collecting, by the way, $94,000 a year while all you people are going hungry, and the ones that are getting the social benefits are losing it all. Your food stamps and all that are getting cut because they're giving them to the new migrants that are coming in taking your spot. Now they're going to push the DACA kids and tell them, well, you're on your own. We got to take care of these people now. These people were just like you when you got here, but you weren't here like that because you were born here. So you're pretty much like citizens, but we can't waste our time on you anymore. So we're going to go ahead and turn our backs, and everything that we promised you is just a fucking lie. And so Lisa Calderon and Kelly, and what do they do? Are they all fighting? Okay, Kelly, you're out because you're a white woman. They only want a woman of color. It's got to be a woman of color. It can't be Kelly. It can't be Kelly, period. Whether she's whatever color she is. And the fact that she's a woman even makes it worse because the algorithms are not there, folks, to support a woman candidate right now. The only candidate that can be supported is me. I've already built everything for 12 years. And this will be the ticket where Denver, who thinks they're the smartest people, and tell everybody they're the smartest people. And what happened is the smartest people start taking over their circle, which will be me. And everything I do is for the citizens of Denver. I'm a citizens candidate. I've never changed. I can't take this with me when I go. Come on, man. What are the women gonna do for you? Then you got Leslie Herod, right? That's another woman of color, but she beats those trumps them women because she's lesbian. So now we've got so she's all this stuff. Is there anything else? What can we? See, that don't make sense. So Kelly, because she's white and she's not a lesbian, or I don't know what she is. And you know what, dudes? I don't care. It's none of my business. That's between you, your lover, and your doctors. I don't care. And your therapist. I don't care. Please take it out of my conversations. You all want your privacy, but you got to tell us about all your abortions. You want your privacy, but you don't want to have anybody teach our young women to make sure. If you have that kid, you're going to have it. End of story. I was adopted. If my parents were liberal, I probably wouldn't be here. And I've affected many lives. And many lives have affected me far beyond the pain that anybody could ever imagine. And I sit here and I think, wow, why me? And I know. Everybody has a high calling. Why we all concentrate on the past or concentrate on fake and biased bullshit stories, and everybody chases their tails while our adversaries are watching us. And now this artificial intelligence, it's real, folks. And it goes after people and their money. It goes after the people that are pretending to be something they're not on the World Wide Web. See, before, we have to wait for God. There's no accountability. Right now, currently, there's no accountability for anybody. We are running amok. We are in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. We're in the middle of where Matthew, open up the book of Matthew. You know what I mean? Folks, I'm telling you. Folks. That's my Bible. And I just look at it. I feel it. I don't have to read it. I don't have to look at it. I just have to glance. And that just teaches me everything I need. Everything I need. Right there. And everything on the sides are all indexed. All those little tabs, they're all indexed. But I found that book is a book that allows us all to be who we are and where we want to be by hard work. That's a book of stories of people who had to put some work into it. And all those that tried to beat the system, they got beat the fuck up. And that's where we're at now in this world. We're now facing possible nuclear fallout. And we're talking, when you look at the cities that they will target, Denver would be one of them. We have a Federal Reserve here. We are mint. We have things. That's why they built things into the mountain and we've become soft. And there's certain people that are ready to break down our boundaries and give our sovereignty to Mexico and Canada and create a no longer United States. These are people that, because of voters that didn't vote, didn't care, stopped caring, their vote don't count. And if the vote didn't count, those that voted for where we live now, where we are in this present time, would not be here today. Because we have already voted this stuff out. So that everybody can live a nice, prosperous life one way or another. And if you can't take care of yourself, the state has to take care of you, period. Who else is going to do it? And this is where the confusion comes, where they've manipulated the homeless with the tent people, and everybody's like needs Relaxium, and everybody's needs mental health, and that's the government telling all you people, this is what you need, and eventually you're going to need it. When you shut off the commercials, stop watching those. The news, retail news is bad, folks. Very, very bad. And they're going to get theirs too, because there's going to be with artificial intelligence, it's sizing everybody up. That's what it's doing. And it's going to put everybody in a situation to where you're either going to go IoT or dark web. And dark web, there's not going to be, that's a train station, baby. It's one way. There's no coming back when you get through there. And the good news is you can just quit. Get off the internet. And your life will just be, wow. I tried it, folks. It's so peaceful. Shut your phones off. It's really hard. Don't go on the computer. Don't do nothing. Do it for 3 days. And you'll be just so, wow. If you can make it. That's the challenge. Take the 3-day challenge. If you can do that, you're superhuman. You're a metahuman. And if you're 18 years old, index everything. Watch what you say. Watch where you go. When you talk to people, you can be picked up through crosstalk indexing. If there's a crime being conspired about and you happen to be drinking coffee in that room and your voice is here talking and you just are just talking on your telephone to somebody and it just happens to coincide with, oh man.